unlimited data, a long amount of unlimited data. So now I can do more mobile streams. And I thought to myself, look, I'm already paying $20 a month for 15 gigabytes of data. Why not just pay an extra $10? And I do pay yearly. You pay about $360 per year, along with a little bit of fees. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. $30 a month is not a bad deal, considering that I get a butt ton of data, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So $30 a month, man. Whew. I needed it. I wanted it. I wanted to be able to do more live streams in places like the park, and I figured this is a good way to celebrate it. Is Ryan Reynolds basically surrendered his mussy to me, is what I'm trying to get at. And also, as much as I like doing pre-recorded videos in the park, hold on, I gotta do something real quick. I'm adjusting some settings. Here we go. Is that right? Let's see. I'm trying to make sure that this is like aligned properly. All right, I think it's aligned. Okay, anyway, because I prefer doing live videos, and I figure it's like I got a good, cell phone carrier. And let's see, we got one viewer. Oh, my boy, my biological stepson Tyler. By the way, dude, we're gonna be playing Magic probably around Magic Gathering probably around 6 p.m. So if you get bored, man, we're gonna be chilling probably around, I think, 6 or 7. I can't remember exactly when Mr. Nathan's gonna show up, but he's gonna show up at some point. So I told him I was gonna be down here for a little bit, celebrating the unlimited data that Sir Ryan Reynolds gave me, my favorite Canadian. While Nickelback, Chad Kroeger is my other favorite. I don't know who my most favorite Canadian is. Chad Kroeger is the reason I started the Butt Boys, for instance. So he's my favorite musical Canadian. My favorite actor Canadian, though, definitely has to be Ryan Reynolds. And when I found out about Mint Mobile originally, it was because of a Ryan Reynolds ad, and I'm a sucker for good advertisements. So I looked into it, though, before actually just pulling the trigger. And Mint Mobile's actually really good. I only pay, by the way, I think there's still a link in the description below. I only pay $30 a month for this. Now, I do pay a yearly fee. So the only reason I can get unlimited data for $30 a month is by paying yearly, not monthly, which honestly is well worth it. My boy Tyler is saying, how you feel? Oh, $1 million, dude. I feel way better. In fact, when I was sick for a little bit for sure. I felt something, but I felt pretty good after about a couple days. I was still kind of feeling icky, but you know what I mean? Like, it didn't hit me as hard as my girlfriend got really, really sick. She was just the COVID thing hit her hard, but I ended up, feeling like crap, feeling kind of a little lethargic, but at the end of the day, I just basically made it might have been COVID for me. It might have been COVID. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that my body handles things a lot better than most people realize. And I just when I get sick, it only lasts for maybe a day or two if it's really bad. But even when it's really bad, it's, I just eat chicken noodle soup. I mean, I ate a lot of chicken noodle soup when I was suspecting that I was feeling sick. And then, of course, I just drink my pomegranate juice and take my vitamin D supplements, and then I'm pretty much good to go. I usually don't ever get sick, which is really a nice thing. But that's just because the way I do things, man. It's the way I do it. It's the way I do. So we got 8 people. All right. So we got unlimited data. Holy shit. Bristol Martin says OOP. Are you talking about object-oriented programming? Is that what you're talking about? Bristol Martin? All right, so it wasn't I don't know. It probably was. It probably wasn't. I don't know. I was feeling sick for a couple days, though. Either way, I felt like shit, but I do feel a lot better than I did. Honestly, the solution is supplemental vitamin D, and I'm not a health expert, by the way, so don't take any of this to heart. This is just what I did. But yeah, I and then just a lot of mussy powers, So the power of Ryan Reynolds' mussy, by the way, giving me unlimited data. He didn't give me the unlimited data. I wish he would have. I wish he would just knocked on my door and been like, hey, Mike, since you've been such an awesome Mint Mobile customer, I'm going to give you unlimited data. That didn't happen, unfortunately. Mr. Ryan Reynolds, though, with his miraculous mussy, was very kind enough to make it only $30 a month. $30 a month, I got to admit, for unlimited data is pretty dope. So I'm not going to complain about that at all. In fact, I'm pretty fucking happy about it, if anything. So go Ryan Reynolds, you You gave me my mussy powers back. You gave the show its mussy powers back. And it allows me to, because I don't, usually after work, I don't like being home. I'm not really, as I'm usually working at home for 8 hours a day, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the fact that I get to work from home, but when you're there for 8 hours, you just want to get out of there. So then I just kind of go wherever, and I was able to, I'm able to go to places like this. I get my tripod, I get my camera phone, I bring my battery pack just in case, so that way if I decide to do a longer show than usual, I could do it as long as I need to. So it's very nice to not have to be constrained by any data limitations. That's for sure. Because being constrained by data limitations is a very, very frustrating thing. So, oh, there's a little doggy. But yeah, so no data constraints. Thank goodness. But yeah, 5G, baby. 5G. Getting birds overhead. Elam Garcia says, "Can I call you Big Daddy?" Absolutely, dog. Go for it. Random guy on YouTube says, "Beautiful day today." My biological stepson says, "No, he's my daddy." Look, I got lots of illegitimate children that, Mari still can't prove her mine, by the way. Mari hasn't proven that fucking Tylord's mine. Mari hasn't even proven that LM Garcia is mine. So you know what? As far as I know, I'm not your daddies at all. I'm your zaddy, which means I've got cool dad bod vibes, I think. I learned about the term zaddy the other day, about what it actually means. I think it's like cool hip dad or something like that. I'm a zaddy. And that doesn't define me at all, by the way. I only say that I'm a zaddy ironically. So just call me a zaddy, not daddy. So I swear to God, whoever came up with the term zaddy has major daddy issues by default. If you just gonna say that right now, whoever came up with the term zaddy, that is. But yes, I'm on Ryan Reynolds unlimited data. It's long, no homo. It's strong, double no homo. And I love Ryan Reynolds. I think he's the best. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. More likes and more subscribers we get, the better. But I am on an unlimited roller coaster right now. I feel good. In fact, I'm so unlimited that I'm going to get out my handy-dandy notebook. Oh, I don't think I brought my notebook. Hold on. I might have forgot it. Did I remember? Oh, I remembered it. Thank goodness. All right, so Florian Petich is giving me a thumbs up. Hell yeah, thank you, brother. I think that might be wait, hold on. Is that Matt? Is that my boy Matt? I don't know, because I know Matthew Florian. I believe that's my boy's last name, if I'm remembering his last name correctly. I don't know if it's the Matt I'm thinking of, the Matt who knows me. Matt I used to with back in the day. Very cool dude. Very kind fellow, if it's the same person I'm thinking of. I'm gonna get out my handy dandy pencil. It's a mechanical pencil. So when I'm outside, I like to take notes. See, this is great. Being able to take the show portable is as much as I enjoy doing the show from the studio. I enjoy the element of surprise that nature brings. Who knows? Something can happen right now in nature. Some crazy naked guy running through the park could run into this shot right now. We wouldn't even know it. Well, we would know it. I wouldn't know it. Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds, man, in the clutch. Ryan Reynolds, dong is strong is really the emphasis of this, and I want to thank him for giving me that Mint Mobile unlimited data. I needed it. I needed that mobile data. So thank you, Ryan Reynolds. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I'm blowing you a kiss, bro. Trying to hit the camera. Oh, there you go. Okay. why am I out here in the park? Well, honestly, like now that I've got more data to work with, like I said, I could do more shows after work wherever I want. I could go walk around the town. I could do more live concerts, which is good for nobody. That's good for nobody. But yeah, it's 20 more gigabytes of data than I had before. So it does have a 35 gigabyte cap off, but what that essentially means is that once you hit 35 gigabytes, you don't get like 5G speeds anymore. You get like more along the lines of like 3G or 4G, which honestly isn't that bad, or even LTE, I think, to that degree. But one way or another, it just lowers the speed, and which I'm fine with, by the way. This is just great either way. And not having to worry about the data usage is kind of cool, which is one of the reasons I went with a $30 plan to begin with. I was like, this is the best way to do it. Florian Petich, let's see, Tish Schley says, I'm so glad you're feeling better. Sunshine with vitamin D, zinc is great too. Pomegranate juice sounds so healthy. That park looks beautiful. It looks so peaceful. Yeah, Mingus Park down here in Coos Bay. It can be peaceful for the most part, but sometimes, you get a few people doing some sketchy ass things down here. And but yeah, I mean, you get people like me doing sketchy ass shit where I'm doing a fucking show with my handy dandy notebook and just being a total chode. I got chode vibes. I try not to be a chode. Madiddy Van Prick says, you got a nice background. Is it green screen? No, that's like legit. That's the park. That's the park right there. It's not bad for green screen though. Let's see here. I want to throw some pine cones at you guys because I'm mad. I'm mad at that question. Oh my God. Oh, chat, screen copy that. I actually did hit the phone with a pine cone. Luckily, I got a screen protector though, so we're all good. I got a very, very good screen protector on this thing. Did I actually leave a crack mark? Hold on. Oh shit. No, actually, there's no crack mark on the screen, but luckily it's just a pine cone. But let me see here. Wipe it down. All right. I'm trying to still see if I actually damaged that. It doesn't look like I damaged anything though. No, actually, honestly, because I didn't hit the camera part, but I did. Luckily, pine cone. This was a pretty light pine cone, so when it went in, it was just like, see, this is what I hit it with, and it surprisingly, it like hit off of this and then just kind of rolled that way. That's pretty impressive. Usually, I don't have that great of hand-eye coordination either, so. Yeah, luckily my phone can take a beating because this is like a really good screen protector, and honestly, this has Gorilla Glass all over the place, so we're good. Well, this is a cell phone that I'm using. So the camera I'm using is legitimately just a cell phone. That's all it is. And it's got a screen protector on it. It's got a case on it. And this is a very lightweight pine cone, by the way. But I can't believe I should have been focusing on hitting the tripod instead. But but yeah, no, the phone can handle it, luckily. It's a good phone. And like I said, I got a screen protector on the phone. Don't walk under walnut trees, absolutely. Make sure you guys like the video. And if you want, I'll throw a pine cone, but I'm gonna throw them at the tripod instead. So that way I don't accidentally hit them. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here. Screen cap that. Clip it. Oh. right under. There we go, hit the tripod. Oh. Oh, right through it, yes. Right through the Oh. How many viewers we got? Let's see. As a personal friend of Mike's, he's a crazy guy. Yeah, I love throwing pine cones at shit, dude. Honestly, any excuse to throw pine cones at my own phone or my tripod is always worth it. But that's why people subscribe to the shows, because I'm a fucking maniac. God damn it. I'm a crazy I'm not too crazy, but just a little. I'm Diddy crazy, all right? Well, maybe not that bad. He's had practice pitching. You know, honestly, if I would have spent as much time as my brother does at playing baseball, I actually would have been a decent pitcher. Because think about it. I'm a big boy. I got really big arms. If I would have just like weightlifted all the time and practiced on my throwing motion, and I probably could have been just as good of a baseball player as my brother. My brother's an incredible baseball player, by the way. Just gonna give you guys a heads up, but yeah, no, I can throw some high heat, man. I'll throw a few more here. All right, here we go. Oh, I hit the notebook. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh. All right. It's time to get back to business. All right, here we go. All right, I'm done throwing pineapples. I'm done throwing pine cones. Look, I got to treat the mussy boys and the mussy girls correctly. All right. It's not easy. It's not easy being number one. Whew. Throwing pine cones at you guys is tough work. I'm pretty sure there's more viewers because people probably thought I was throwing rocks at my phone. But hey, make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. Like this video now. Like it for my mussy. If you don't like it for the mussy, then do it for the bussy. That's all I ask. Tish Lay says, who is your favorite baseball team? That would be, even though they've been shitty for... They've never actually won a series, now that I think about it. They're one of the few teams in professional sports. Actually, they're one of the few teams, I should say, in baseball that have never won an actual championship. But it's the Seattle Mariners are my favorite baseball team. They've been shitty for as long as I've been alive. Okay, I should take that back. They've been decent, but they've never been World Series, like, decent. Like, let's see. Medidi Vampiric says, you hit me with a pine cone, I'm sending the hospital bills. Hey, I got to hit you guys. Look, I'm very much an abusive YouTuber. I kind of look like an abusive guy. A little bit. I look like I probably would be a little abusive. I'm not going to lie. Did he abusive? Maybe. You know? I mean, I did found the Butt Boys, by the way. The Butt Boys band is really great. But yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds, I want to thank you again, brother, for having such an affordable, unlimited data plan with Mint Mobile. I know there are some caps, because once I hit 35 gigabytes for the month, but 30 once I hit 35 gigabytes for the month afterwards, it kind of throttles it a little bit, but not by much. What I mean by throttling is it means I don't get basically as much high speed as normal, and which is good because as long as I have decent speed, that's all I need. When I say decent speed, I mean like enough speed to where I could still do DoorDash shit. You know, once I hit the 35 gigabyte threshold, though, if it's really busy, I might not be able to do streaming, but I should be able to at least, in theory, do DoorDash and shit like that. In theory. But it's pretty good, man. I'm at least happy to have a little more data and a little more freedom to be able to do stuff like this. Now, you know, I still may do some pre-recorded stuff because I don't know the extent of the data plan here, but I'm very happy about it, though. Being able to do stuff like this at least a little more often is pretty cool. And I love being able to talk to you guys. And I got to encourage you guys, please, for the love of God, like this video. Like this video for me, for the world, for this park. This park is so beautiful. If you guys like the video, I'll throw more pine cones at you. You guys want more pine cones? I'll throw more pine cones. I'll do it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a grand total of, I'm going to try to throw 100 pine cones. All right. And I'm going to try to hit my goal is to hit the tripod. And for every one I hit the tripod, no matter where I hit it, as long as I hit the tripod somewhere, that counts as a strike. How does that sound? And then I'm going to try to throw 100. So I'm going to give you, oh, how about this? I'm going to do 50. 100 seems a little too excessive. So let's do 50 pine cones I'm going to throw at the tripod. Let's see how many I can do. Like the video, though. Like the video. We're going to see how good I can do. Now, if I do 25, if I hit the tripod 25 out of 50 times, that means I am the GOAT. If I go 24 and under, if I go under, if the hits are, hold on, if the hits are less than 24, that means I'm gay and I let my boy Lambo rail me. All right, so I gotta make this right, or else Lambo's gonna fuck me in the ass. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh for 1. 1 for 2. Oh shit. My pen. My pencil. My musty. Shit. Everything's blowing away, you guys. Alright, 1 for 2 though. I hit the tripod once so far. Oh, I did hit something. 2 for 3. 3 for 4. Here we go. Ooh. Four for 5. Here we go. 4 for 6. 4 for 7. Damn it. Okay. 4 for 8. Ah, 4 for 9. 4 for 10. 4 for 11. 4 for 12. Shit. 4 for 13. 4 for 14. Here we go. 4 for 15. Oh, I nicked it. I nicked the top of the... So that's 5 for 16. Here we go, you guys ready for this? 5 for 16. I gotta get back in the game, dude. I gotta start making some 5 for 16. Five for 17. Here we go. 5 for 18. Damn it. Six for 19. Here we go. 6 for 20. Seven for 21. Here we go. 7 for 22. 7 for 23. Damn it. 7 for 24. 7 for 25. All right. All right. 7 for 25. It's not looking good, you guys. Shit. 7 for 25. Still got to get to 50 though. So I don't have too many misses. I gotta get on this. All right, 8 for 27. Here we go. 9 for 28. Here we go. 10 for 29. All right, 10 for 29. Catching some rocks here. 10 for 29. Let's go. Here we go. Damn it. 10 for 30. 10 for 30. Here we go. $11 for 31. Here we go. 11 for 32. Here we go. 12 for 33. 13 for 34. 13 for 35. 14 for 36. Oh, 14 for, so we got 14 for 37. Here we go. Here we go, 14 for 37. Not a lot of room for errors here. 14 for 37, let's do this. 15 for 38. Let's get it. So we're at 15 for 38 right now. Can we get it? I want to come back, dude. Because I'm the comeback king. So 15 for 38. Can I do it? All right, let's roll. All right, we're at 16 for 39, dude. This is straight up like final countdown shit. So 16 for 39. So yeah, oh man, 16 for 39 currently. All right. Here we go. 16 for 39. Here we go. There we go. 17 for 40. Damn, dude, we're on a roll here. 17 for 40. So I kind of hit the side of the camera here. Make sure everything's good. You're not getting out of the trunk, all right? All right, so we're at 17 for 40, by the way. There's still hope. I might be able to get 25. 17 for fucking 40. I can't believe this. Here we go. $18 for 41. 18 for 42. All right. Okay, this is down to the wire. 18 for 42 right now. There we go. 19 for 43. $20 for 44. Holy shit. 20 for 44. We're on it. I might be able to pull off the greatest. I might be able to pull off the greatest comeback right now on hitting the tripod. This is insane. Yeah, so just as a heads up, you know, Ty Lord consistently takes my baby oil, which really pisses me the fuck off. And so I mean, I'm not gonna say that I put him in there in the car, but because you know, legal implications. So I'm just gonna say that he put himself in there because you know, he put himself in there. It wasn't me, I swear. It wasn't me. Or was it? I don't know. Well, I don't know. All right, so we're at 20 for 44. Can I do this? Can I fucking do this? Here we go. All right, I can't miss any more. 20 for 45. Here we go. Oh, 20 for 46. Damn it. 21 for 47. 22 for 48. 22 for 48. 22 All right, so 22 for 40. I didn't get it. I didn't get to the marker. So that means my boy Lambo's gonna put it in my ass. I only got 22 for 50. I was supposed to get 25 for 50, but I failed, so I'm gonna get banged by Lambo. I'm gonna get banged by Biden, probably, allegedly. I'm getting banged by everybody. You know, thank you, Tyler. You threw me off my game because you talked about the baby oil and it got in my head. You know, so can I give a redemption round? I don't know. That was actually kind of cool, though. That was the best comeback I've ever had because I started really focusing. I was like, I gotta hit the fucking tripod, dude. Gotta hit this fucking tripod. So Tim Smith says about to crush a pancake in the middle of the day. Oh my god, dude, what a stud. I need to actually bust out my Belgian waffle maker and make some Belgian pancakes, is what I like to call them. I love using my Belgian waffle maker just to make straight up pancakes. It's fucking great. There's nothing better. They're a little fluffier than usual, but there is nothing better than that. So we got this. Here we go. Oh, but yeah, what you just witnessed was probably the lamest moment of YouTube Live ever recorded. It was a fucking grown-ass man throwing pine cones at his tripod just to see if he could hit his tripod with pine cones. But, you know, at the end of the day, I started out 7 and 25 on that, made a real comeback. I tried, and I ended up getting 22 for 50. So I do feel a little redeemed on the attempt at a comeback, but it was definitely a failure. Now, do you guys think I could redeem it? To do a best of 3. So what I'm thinking, instead of 50, because 50 is just a little too much for Daddy-O, I'm going to do 30, all right? We're going to get to 15. So it's going to be 30 instead. So quicker game, and then if I do win, I do a best of 3, which means I'd be 1-1 if I win this, all right? So I'm going to be hitting back. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you especially, give me super chats if you want to see more of this bullshit. Tony Tran says, do you remember me? I do. The name actually looks familiar. I think I remember you a little bit. It's been a while since I've seen you on here, man. But dude, Tim Smith is about to crush a pancake in the middle of the day. What a savage, dude. Tim, by the way, I'm going to be doing lives outside a little bit more too, because now I got the unlimited data plan from Daddy Ryan Reynolds. I'm paying $30 a month from, you know, I mean, it's tough to choose my favorite Canadians, but it's Chad Kroeger, Ryan Reynolds, and Tim Smith are my top 3 favorite Canadians. And then Ryan Gosling is at number 4. So that's high praise. Those are my top 3 favorite Canadians. Tim Smith has to make the rankings because he's pretty badass. So, but yeah, I got unlimited data now. Well, to a degree. Like I said, it does lower down a little bit once you hit the 35 gigabyte threshold. So doing things like streaming might not be as possible as I'd want, but it's pretty sexy though. But yeah, Tony Tran, I remember you, G-Dog. G-Dog. Let's roll. You guys ready for this? All right, let's roll. All right, 30. Here are the rules. I have to hit the tripod with a pine cone. I have 30 attempts. And I have to at least make half or more of my attempts. If I get any less than 15, I'm going to get railed in the ass by Lambert again, fictionally and realistically. So that's how it rolls. Here we go. Make sure you guys like the video, by the way. Fucking like the video. And also, don't come in my ass. Over. 0 for 2. Not a good start. That doesn't count. It hit the ground first. 0 for 3. 0 for 4. Holy shit. Nicked it. All right, 1 for 5. Ah, 1 for 6. Two for 8. All right. Here we go. 2 for 8. All right. So, all right, we got this. 2 for 8. 2 for 8. Here we go. Three for 8. Here we go. Oh, 3 for 9. All right, 4 for 10. Here we go. 4 for 10. All right, 4 for 10. Let's get this rolling. Five for 11. Okay, we're really getting some good shit going. 5 for 11. There we go. 6 for 12. All right, we're on it. We're on it. Six for 13. 7 for 14. Here we go. Eight for 15. All right. Ah, 8 for 16. 9 for 17. Ah, 9 for 18. 10 for 19. 10 for 20. 11 for 21. 12 for 22. 13 for 23. That's 3 in a row here. Here we go. 13 for 23. I think I might actually get this. We're going to take this into extra innings here. 13 for 23. Let's do this. Ah, 13 for 24. Ah, 13 for 25. $14 for 26. All right, we're going for the game 3. I gotta still hit it though. 14 for 26. Let's do this. Ah, 14 for 26. 14 for 28. Oh no, 14 for 29. Oh! 14 for 30. That's the biggest choke job you will ever see in your life, by the way. Means I'm 0 for 2. I'll do one more courtesy round of, that was bad. That was real bad. I was right there. See, that's the thing, man. I got a little too confident, a little too, I had to focus on the fundamentals, didn't focus on the fundamentals at all. So that was 14 for 30. That was a loss. Put that as an L. 0 for 2 right now. I can't even get half or more. Let's try again. I can't walk away without some sort of victory here. By the way, I have to hit the tripod. That's tough. That is not easy. There's 3 points, and I'm able to pull it off. But man, it's actually more difficult than you'd realize throwing pine cones at a tripod. And with how far away I am. I'm trying not to come up with too many excuses, but this is, it's kind of a miracle that I'm able to hit anything at all. Oh boy. All right, what do you guys think? Should I try again? I just realized there's a ton of cones right there. All right, 1 for 1. Here we go. Oh, 1 for 2. Two for 3. That actually ended up ricocheting into the phone. 2 for 3. Let's roll. Here we go. 2. All right, 2 for 3. Here we go. Tish is singing. Take me out to the ballpark. Hell yeah, dude. 2 for 3. Two for 4. 2 for 5. 2 for 6. 3 for 7. 3 for 8. 4 for 9. Let's see. 4 for 10. 4 for 11. 4 for 12. Oh boy. The arm is gone. 4 for 12. Here we go. Four for 12, man. Ain't looking good. Ain't looking good. Four for 13. Here we go. 4 for 14. 5 for 15. Here we go. 5 for 16. 5 for 17. 5 for 18. 5 for 19. That was rough. All right, well, let's get back to the show. Yeah, I wasn't going to break any records there. Let's see. Whew. All right, but overall, let's see. We'll get back to the show. But yeah, having unlimited data, man, it's great. It's a good feeling. I could do these live videos anywhere I want. Plus, in a weird way, you know, people simp at me for super chats. You know, simping for super chats. That's all I need. I'm ready to roll. I'm trying to get more watch time hours so I can get fully monetized on the channel. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. I check my math. All right, so we got 3 viewers still. Thank goodness. All right, I'm done throwing pitches, man. It's tough hitting this tripod. I didn't realize how difficult it would be. Another funny thing is the pine cones don't really do any damage to the phone, which is great. I mean, luckily, there's no real. It's funny because I got a good screen protector on this, so honestly, if it can handle it should be able to handle if it doesn't handle the pressure of a pine cone, then which I didn't throw it that fast. It usually, pine cones are very lightweight. But that was tough, man. Then another thing is the wind. The gusts of wind, like if you throw at the right time, the wind will actually take the pine cone with it. So I would love to try doing that on a day where there's like virtually no wind. But that's tough to try in a place like Coos Bay, North Bend, because these cities are so fucking windy. We have those coastal winds. And honestly, I love the wind. Like, especially during the summertime when it's windy, man, those winds are actually kind of nice and gentle for the most part. I mean, not gentle, but like they cool you down, especially when you get a little too hot. Feels nice to be out. Tish says, do they have batting cages anywhere around your town? Actually, yes, but I think it's so it's an indoor batting cage down at the mall, at the Pony Village Mall. But you have to like reserve it beforehand because I think they have like time slots for reservations for it because they don't have like a ton of cages there. So you can't just like go in there and be like, hey, I want to use the batting cages. You actually have to kind of like plan a time in advance. Usually, I'm pretty sure it'd just be like a day wait, hopefully. Hopefully nobody's lining up to use the batting cages, but I could imagine the batting cages would be fairly popular around this town. I might actually reserve a spot one of these times and just see how much it is, and that'd be fun to record, actually, just watching me try to actually hit baseballs live. That would be fun. But yeah, you know, the reason I went for the $30 per month plan, I was like, you know, this channel, I got to invest in it a little bit more and be able to do more outdoor shows, because this show really is more of an outdoor show than anything. It's a more, you know, I'm outside doing everything. So so having this unlimited plan is really, in a lot of ways, quite a blessing. Like I said, it's not unlimited. I get 35 gigabytes of guaranteed unlimited. But then after that, it kind of like, there's no data charges, or there's no like overage charges or anything like that. Basically, I just get like kind of a capped data. Like I said, maybe more 3G speeds, maybe LTE sort of speeds. I don't think I get like 4G or anything like that, but I think I get around 4G LTE is lower. And I think lowest would be like 3G, which honestly isn't so bad. I'm okay with 3G as long as I get an okay amount of data to be able to use, like if I'm doing DoorDash or something. As long as I have enough bandwidth to take orders and do things and use Google Maps and stuff. But yeah, just the fact that I got guaranteed time is really cool. I thought about it because I was like, it's so nice outside, and I want to do more shows outside. And I have a tripod, I got a good phone, I got a good camera, and there's no reason for me not to do this. So, guys, make sure you guys like the video, by the way. Hold on, I'm gonna put a little poll out. Hold on. I'm gonna probably go for another 30 minutes. All right, I got a poll going. Like the video or subscribe to the channel. You can either do both, one or the other, or neither. So I'm curious to see if people are willing. I want to see where this poll leads us. But we're going to talk a little more about Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, I'm gonna glaze you a little bit, bro. Thank you for giving me this unlimited data. It gives me a lot of unlimited. It made my cock size bigger. You know, it took me from a whole inch to like a full 12-inch in a day by having unlimited data. So I just want to make that very clear. These are not facts. Take this at face value with a grain of salt. Don't believe a word I say, by the way. But it increased the cock size. It's how it goes. But yeah, damn. It's funny because I was getting close to hitting those goals with the pine cones, and you know what? One more round. I told myself that I wasn't leaving here without a victory, and I got to get a victory. And so out of 30, we could do this. I could do this. All right. Paul Abbott. Oh, 0 for 1. 0 for 2. 1 for 3. There we go. 2 for 4. All right, Paul Abbott. Here we go. 2 for 4. 2 for 5. There we go. 3 for 6. 3 for 7. 4 for 8. Here we go. Oh, I hit the screen. 4 for 8. Let's do this. Yeah, no break. Sorry. 4 for 8. Five for 9. 5 for 10. Here we go. 6 for 11. Let's do this. 6 for 12. Here we go. 6 for 13. Six for 14. Here we go. Six for 15. 7 for 16. 8 for 17. Here we go. Eight for 18. 9 for 19. Here we go. There we go. 10 for 20. Just nicked it. 11 for 21. Here we go. 11 for 21. Let's do this. $11 for 22. $12 for 23. Yes. 13 for 24. 13 for 25. 13 for 26. 13 for 27. 13 for 28. 13 for fucking... Dude. Holy shit, dude. Fuck. I'm not clutch, dude. That's 0 for fucking 4. I gotta hit something, man. I gotta hit fucking something. Go for it. Go for 3. Go for 4. Go for 6. Oh for 7. That's bad. 0 for 7. I'm gonna restart that. Cut that. Loss automatically surrender. Fuck that. Oh for 1. One for 2. 1 for 3. 1 for 4. 1 for 5. 1 for 6. I actually might have to give up on that one. I've had so many opportunities to win, and I muffled them. I choked. So, yeah, I can't fucking hit shit for dick. All right. I'm just a little bit pissed right now, you guys. Just a little bit pissed. Usually when I do something like that, I at least come close, but I couldn't do shit on that one. That was rough. So, garbage. That's a rough one, man. But a good game, nonetheless. I'm compelled to try one more time. I mean, I was right there. Like, that's the worst part is when you're right there and you fuck up that many times in a row to finish it off is just sad. It sucks. Like, that level of choke job is unreal. Make sure you guys like the video, by the way, and subscribe to the channel, please. There's a poll going on if you want to like or subscribe to the channel. We need them. We're desperate. We want to get this show out on the road, and I'm going to throw more fucking shit at your guys' tits. Here we go, 1 for 4. All right, we're 4 for 8. 4 for 8. We got to get this going. Four for 9. 5 for 10. 5 for 10. Here we go. Here we go. 5 for 11. 6 for 12. 6 for 13. All right, 7 for 14. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 7 for 15. Seven for 17. Here we go. Seven for 18. For 20. Here we go. 8 for 20. 8 for 21. 8 for 20. All right, 8 for 22. I ain't going anywhere on this one. I have to give this one up, dude. Gotta give it up. This is too tough. All things considered, that is tough. So many variables I have to account for. But here we go. We got let's see how many. 23%. Probably run down the battery when I get back home. Yeah, it was definitely a workout for sure. That's a good way to work out, to be honest, is just throwing shit at the camera. That was actually kind of fun. You know, I didn't hit my goal of getting at least over half of them to hit the thing, but I came close, which was crazy. Man, one point I came to, I got to like 14 and 27. And I just choked the last 3 pitches on it. Couldn't even hit it once. And one of them, this last one, I just choked. My arm. Too many excuses. Just bad throwing. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. I'm a baseball fan too, so I like to pretend like I can play baseball. It is fun to throw those. I like to try to throw for accuracy, but I always like to make a little bit of a game out of it. Watching me be fucking dumb as shit and not being able to do that. But I'll probably end the live stream here in a little bit because I got to make it back home and hang out with my boys for a bit. But yeah, this is really well worth it. Just being able to have this new data plan. And Tish says, glad you were feeling better. Absolutely. Thank you, Tish. I appreciate it big time. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, I appreciate the well wishes though. Best thing to do is I just got a lot of sunshine when I was feeling a little sick, and you know, sunshine and taking a little bit of supplemental vitamin D usually does the trick. But yeah, once again, just glad to have this unlimited data so I could do the show in multiple areas, more areas than I could have ever imagined, at least. So it's a blessing more than anything. But yeah, being able to do this show in the park, for example, is just unbelievable. And then I'll tell everybody who's subscribed overall, you guys make this show more entertaining. In fact, I'd have to say the dialogue that I have with the chat makes the show a lot better. So to everybody who participates in chat, you know, Tish, Tim, my biological stepson, Ty Lord, you know, Antoine, whenever he gets on here. Yeah, I love it, man. I appreciate all the interaction with all you guys, and it's always a good time, man. So, oh, here's a little. Yeah, so the pine cones actually did no damage to the screen protector, from what I could tell. Yeah, no damage at all. Wow. Well, I mean, they're just pine cones. I mean, even if you throw a pine cone hard, the wind kind of catches it. Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't even do damage to this. Well, it kind of left some scratches, but my screen protector is also really scratch resistant too. So there's like no scratches on it. It's like one of those grade 9. I can't remember it's like one of the maximum grade, like almost like it's really tough to break it sort of screen protector. So that's why I'm comfortable enough to throw pine cones at you guys on a tripod. So it's pretty fun. But yeah, I really love the unlimited data part of this. Very, very lucky. It's just great, man. So, but yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the show, you know, the more suggestions, the better, obviously. And yeah. But yeah, I totally fine. You know, normally I'd be like, one of the reasons I got this plan, the Mint Mobile one, is because when I was on Straight Talk, I was paying $35 a month for just like 10 for only 10 gigabytes of data, and then I can go to Mint Mobile, pay basically $30 a month for unlimited data, and it's like that is a steal of a deal, to be honest. And a lot of my cashback rewards I get from different sources usually pays off a lot of these things. So, but man, I say the best cashback reward is not spending the money. You know, finding companies to invest in. That's the way I roll, at least. Boy, oh boy, you guys are killing me here. So we got one vote in the poll. That's a shocker here. So let's see what we got here. We got one like. All right, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, though. More likes they get, we better. The more likes we get, the better. But yeah, overall, like I said, still happy that I got this $30 unlimited data plan from Mint Mobile, and it's exactly what I needed to be able to do the show on the road a little bit more often. And it's kind of something I've been wanting to do a little more. It's an enjoyable experience. I love doing live videos. I can't help myself. But so I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. Yeah. But yeah, I love paying $30 a month, man. It's the best. It's the greatest. And really, this is premium wireless. That is for sure. That's the one thing I do love about Mint Mobile is its promise of premium wireless is real. So definitely check out the links in the description. I think I still have my Mint Mobile link sitting in there somewhere. So anybody who wants to subscribe to Mint Mobile, it's one of the best carriers out there, man. At least in my opinion, it's one of the better ones. And all I have are unlocked phones anyway that I purchase. So I got my Pixel 8 Pro, and I keep my Pixel 5 as a backup just in case. You never know. Never know when you need that backup phone. I try to keep, if my phones are still in good condition when I upgrade, I definitely try to keep the older phones for sure. Because nothing better than having a backup phone. Especially if my Pixel 8 actually did get destroyed somehow. Having a backup phone is always a good thing to have. And Pixel 5's in my opinion, a very good backup phone. Like funny thing is a lot of people don't realize how good the older models are when it comes to phones. But I will admit that one of the reasons I upgraded the Pixel 8 is because I wasn't getting any updates anymore for Android. So I was stuck at whatever version I was at, and it's the most stable version that they have. And while I was appreciative of that, I thought about it and I was like, well, it probably would be a good idea for me to upgrade to a newer phone and I get Google promises to keep putting out updates for the next however many years, I think until 2030. So I've got Android updates all the way until 2030 for this phone, and that's pretty cool in my opinion. And I'm a huge Google fan. That's the one thing I like about Google, is they are trying to make their they're trying to expand their brand in a lot of ways. And I'm gonna be a Google fanboy for life, man. I do question some of their practices, though. I do think that they are a little bit of a woke company for sure. But all in all, they do try to put out good products that are affordable. And the Google Pixel 8, man, like I've used iPhones before and they're good, but this Pixel 8 runs just as good as an iPhone, and for like way less of a cost. So all things considered, I'm very happy and pleased to have my current phone. And like I said, I keep my other phone as a backup just in case, because you never know. Something could happen to this phone, technical malfunction, blah, blah, blah. But as long as I keep it in good health, good standing, it's going to be all good either way. So I'm excited. But outside of it, though, I think one thing, I guess we could start talking about financial stuff now that we've sucked Ryan Reynolds' cock a lot in this video. As I've sucked Ryan Reynolds' cock way too much in this video, man. I didn't actually suck his cock, but I'm talking about metaphorically speaking. He's the man, the greatest, the GOAT. Love being able to take my camera out here. This is so much fun. But yeah. What do you guys think about all this? Do you guys think I'm out of my mind for doing these videos live outside? I think it's great. I love getting a little bit of fresh air. I love chilling outside. I also love doing these videos where I discuss a lot of stuff with you guys, like for instance, investing philosophies, talking about the good stuff, man, like market crashes, all that shit. One thing I will say though, I love market crashes, man. I hate the results because people do lose their jobs for sure. Things happen. Hell, I could lose my job as a result of it. You never know. I think my job is always on the line. That's my assumption, at least. So I work my ass off, of course, but I also try to make sure it's not my sole source of work. Just because there's a lot of uncertainties. AI is definitely taken over for sure. And we're just kind of getting to a point where, AI will replace human beings for sure. Oh, hello, Fortnite Jordan. I appreciate you getting in the chat. I think we're only going to be doing this for probably another 10 minutes, I think. We'll stay on here for another 10 minutes. I got about 16% of battery life left. I did bring my portable charger, but I don't feel like using it at the moment. I just feel like kind of letting my battery run dead. I like letting it run low sometimes. But yeah, overall, I mean, what we're seeing here is pretty magnificent. It's an opportunity. The thing is, people don't realize, they're so busy trying to gamble and trying to time the markets, they don't realize that the opportunity is right there in front of them already. When there's a good dip, if the markets go down 4% in a day, 3% a day, even 2% in a day, it's like that is an opportunity to buy some indices. And when I say indices, I'm talking about like S&P 500, even the VTI, which is the total stock market. You could buy like the VT, which is 60% US stocks, 40% international, and it covers a wide basis of those. I think what we're really seeing is there's just an opportunity, and all these ETFs out there with low expense ratios, by the way, are a buying opportunity if they go down in price. It's a buying opportunity, and I hate to see people waste a good buying opportunity. Instead, everybody's fearful, like, oh, I'm going to wait till the market does better, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, any time is a good time to invest. Any time is a good time. Now, the amount that I invest does depend on the times. If it's a bull market, I'm investing my normal rate, which is typically like whatever dividends I got, whatever extra money I got, yeah, sure. But when it comes to bear markets, man, I'm pulling all the stops. I'm investing harder with a little more money. If I have to, I don't even mind using a little bit of margin, because I never really use margin unless I have to. In a bear market's a great opportunity for me personally, because I can get everything on the dip. And so there's just opportunities galore. So I can't help myself. Yeah, when you see tons of opportunities, man, you just sometimes you got to take them. Especially with man, betting against crypto though has been great. I love betting against. But yeah, it is a good time to catch some rays, Tish. Thank you, I appreciate that big time. I need a little bit of extra sun in my life because I'm, kind of pale. It's fun to get a little extra sunshine when I can. But yeah, we got a few people in the poll. So the poll says 50% say like, 50% say subscribe. Both neither. All right, there we go. I appreciate all the likes on the video though. Gets these videos out on the YouTube algorithm, makes people subscribe to the Mussy Boy. Hell yeah. Subscribe to the Mussy Boy. I will say though, I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. Like TikTok has really forced YouTube to change their ways. YouTube has become way more like TikTok with the Shorts platform. Even with the live platform, it's become like these vertical lives are so much like the TikTok ones. Oh, you're good, Tish. You're good. I appreciate you wanting to select both, but it's okay. It's just a poll. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you, but it's just a poll. Just a poll. But yeah, overall, I think, man, I was able to. I think I might have dented. No, I didn't really. Oh, I think I scratched it a little bit. I was looking at my tripod, and yeah, I think I might have dented the tripod a little bit with some pine cones. But the screen protector came out all right. That's for sure. Hell yeah. Overall, though, gotta keep investing, man. Gotta keep doing my shit. The G-Dogs. But yeah, overall, I just, I've been, like I said, I've been racking up on the SCHX as much as possible, and doing whatever I can, but it's kind of the way to roll. And anything I can do, but yeah, I'm always having a good time with it. But yeah, being able to do this a little more, being able to stream a little bit more often is just, it's pretty exciting. But yeah, overall, I mean, like everything that I'm seeing out is just a buying opportunity like this. The thing, people need to see it as a discount, not as a detriment. People will panic at anything. I swear to Christ, we live in the most sensitive age. So, and I kind of like that we live in the most sensitive age of all time, because if we didn't, I mean, because I'm able to buy, like when those dips happened, like when those bear markets happened, I bought like crazy because I was able to get everything on a discount. And we live in, like I said, the most sensitive time to be alive. And it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, overall, absolutely. Oh man, but yeah, feeling good right now. Being able to do the show on a more daily basis. I don't think I'll be able to do these every single day, but I will, as I may even do a few pre-recorded videos instead of live videos outside. I may save a few live for inside, but yeah, it's definitely experimental time for this, and kind of cool. I'm really excited because this allows me to expand my net for the show a little bit more, and to be able to do much more than I normally would. And yeah, but overall, it was fun throwing pine cones at you guys. That was cool. Really experimental. This show is always throwing paint at the wall when it comes to the style of content, and I do enjoy doing live videos because I hate video editing with a passion, and I figure I can come up with stuff on the go, and it's more fun to see the errors of a live stream than because anything, like I said, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Oh shit, fuck. But yeah, overall, I just want to thank you guys for, like I said, constantly, watching these videos and chatting and just being involved. I appreciate it more than you guys realize, trust me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about at the moment. Like I said, I'm going to be going back home here in a little bit. chilling out, doing a little bit of playing a little bit of Magic the Gathering for a bit. Um, yeah, playing a little bit of Magic. It's gonna be cool. A little cock magic. But yeah. Other than that, I think. What else do we got going on here? Oh shit, we're down to 10% battery. So I will tell you what, I'm going to sign off here. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to head back home, charge my phone, wait for the boys to show up. But again, if the markets crash any further, it's a buying opportunity, I swear. I don't know for how long the markets will crash. They could keep crashing. We might see one of the craziest crashes of all time. But honestly, I've been racking up on U.S. large cap companies by just buying the SCHX industry and just kind of playing with the volatility right now. And it's something that I'm comfortable holding for a long extended period of time. You have to find an ETF that you would be comfortable holding for a very long time. SBIT and the BITI, I swing trade those because I believe that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, and when it does finally ultimately really, really crash, I want to be able to profit off of its downturn completely. And being able to profit off of Bitcoin's downturn with the BITI is very great. Also, Tish says, thank you for the fun time watching your videos. They're like a box of chocolates. We never know what we're going to get. I appreciate it, Tish. And, honestly, that's another thing. Life can get difficult sometimes. And I hope not only to help people, help people kind of escape that, any negativity in their lives, but really kind of get people on the right path too. I want to entertain people, but at the same time, I want to educate. I want to educate in the right way. Let people know that you can take your life into your own hands to a lot of degrees, and you don't have to. You can be financially free. It's possible. You just have to basically stop doing what everybody else is doing. Is my number one rule. Well, let me see. I'm going to try to explain this real quick. So, one of the ways that I become a little more financially free every day is I stop doing what everybody else is doing. Everybody else hoards material goods. I decided to become a minimalist. Nobody invests in the stock market, at least no normal people do. So I decided I'm going to invest in the stock market. People play it safe. I'm going to try to be a little riskier, maybe with my money, preferably, not with my life. I try not to risk my life too much, but, life is uncertain, so we have to take chances. Yeah. And other than that, invest. Know that your assets are more important than your money. That the real true money is your assets, if you want to know the truth. Because the dollar bills that you have in your wallet, the dollar bills that are in your bank, that's not money, that's currency. And currencies are worthless. And at the end of the day, what really matters is how many assets you have. Do the assets produce anything? Do they at least pay like a dividend or anything to hold them? Do they appreciate in value over time? Those are important factors to consider. And those are always ones that I consider 24/7. So hopefully I've rubbed off in a good way to you guys, and I want to help in any way I can. So, but it's fun. I can't help but do this show. I'm compelled to do shows like this. I don't know why, but maybe there's just. I think my contrarian level of thinking helps a lot. It helps in so many ways because it's one of the reasons why I'm not in debt. Because I saw everybody in debt. I saw my parents in debt. I see my brother in debt, and I thought I want to be the exact opposite of these people in every way, shape, or form. If I could be the exact opposite of them, I'm all on board, man. So my goal was just to be contrarian. And I have a saying: if everybody's doing it, it's probably bad for you. And yeah. And I think it's a good, you should be kind of intelligent with that statement, by the way. You still have to wear clothes, you still have to follow the law, all that shit. But, for the most part, a lot of the stuff that everybody does, you kind of want to do the opposite, and to be contrary, not on everything. Like I said, you got to be kind of intelligent you have to think intelligently about what you're being contrarian about. You can't just be contrarian automatically. You have to be thoughtful about being contrarian. And there's a level of thinking that goes into this. Summer Gona says, yes, I agree. Oh, cool. Yeah, and so contrarian thinking's great, but you do have to be thoughtful about what you're being contrarian about. If you see people living their lives incorrectly, but they're doing it because everybody else is doing it, then you have to look within yourself and be like, look, if their life sucks because of their actions and what they're doing, I need to do the opposite of what these people are doing. So instead of keeping up with the Joneses, do the exact opposite of the Joneses. So sometimes I get inspiration from this. I go on Facebook from time to time, and I look at the way that people are living their lives. I look at what people are posting, and I'm like, I don't want to live like these people. These people are miserable cunts. And I go to my local Facebook page groups, and I'm like, these people suck ass. I don't ever want to be like these people. That's why I don't use Facebook. But I do go on there from time to time to see how cunts behave. And I'm like, I don't want to be like these people. Nope, not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. So that's some words of wisdom, man. Be contrarian, but kind of look for rotten people as examples to be contrarian against. And you know, my dad's a great example. My dad's he's not the worst piece of shit in the world, but he's definitely not a great person. He does things for social recognition, which really pisses me off. I don't think he does anything because it's the right thing to do. I think he does things because it looks like the right thing to do, and that's scary. So I've been very critical of my dad over the years, because mainly he's been critical of me. You know, anybody who's really critical of me, I'll be critical of them back. Because, you know, and I don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying people can't criticize me. You should be able to criticize me. But if you're unfairly critical to the point that you're just making my life miserable, then sorry, that it just sucks ass. So anyway, just says that sounds like narcissistic behavior. My mom was narcissistic. Yeah, I mean, look, I think everybody's narcissistic. I really mean that. I think everybody's narcissistic to a degree, and I think if one can admit that, they could be less. I think I'm narcissistic. I fucking do a show where I'm constantly like, so, I mean, I do try to help people, obviously, but this is a form of narcissism if you think about it. You know, me doing this show. But I'll admit that. I will admit that. I don't think my dad has the ability to admit he's a narcissist, though. I think that's the difference, is one has the ability to and the other doesn't. But yeah, my dad also does a lot of bullshit behavior. He gets drunk, he drives, he drinks and drives like an idiot. He does a lot of stupid shit. And he's one of those go with the flow kind of guys, so that's another reason I don't listen to him. And yeah, it's another reason I don't vote Democrat either, because my dad is a fucking moron. And yeah, I got real issues with my dad. I don't even talk to him anymore. Like it got to such a boiling point, I just stopped talking to him. Like there are times where I was just like, I can't talk to this man anymore. I can't even look at him without being disgusted. Because he's just made my life very miserable. A lot of it. And I find that I'm happier when I'm not around him. And that alone helped me and I don't like that. It sucks. It really does. But sometimes you have to, you know, he treated me like a stepson, man. And, you know, I didn't like that. And he would constantly say things. He constantly says things like, you're acting like your mother. You're acting like your mother. And it's like, dude, my mom is more of a sane person than you are, and she can at least hold down a fucking job. Like, anyway, sorry, I'm going off on my dad. I'm going off on a tangent, but I'll put it like this. My dad's a fucking deadbeat. He does work, but he's fucking lazy. And I think he just kind of skates by, and it's fucking annoying. So I wish he was. I think the reason I'm mad at him, the reason I've been mad at him, is because of how much he treated me like shit, even today. He's just been. You know, I don't ask him for anything either. That's the worst part about this, is I don't ask him for anything. All I ever ask him for is just, you know, just a little support. Like, you know, can't you just tell me, like, that's kind of cool? But he's just overly critical about everything I do. And he can't just take a second to just say, that's pretty badass. It's that simple. He could just say something like, that's pretty badass. That's all I ever wanted. Like, that's cool. Something positive. It doesn't even matter how he says it. It just matters that he says something encouraging, but he's not encouraging. And I just don't want to be around that. I don't want to be anything like him. And I think to be around him, unfortunately, I don't know. I didn't mean to end it on this note, you guys. Anyway, thank you guys for viewing the show. Clearly, I've got some issues with my dad that I still need to fucking find a way to work out. I try. I want to be able to talk to him again without punching him and wanting to punch him in the face, but I don't know if that's possible anymore. I think I've kind of just... There's a lot that he's done to make my life hell, and I'm kind of sick of it. And I don't bother with him at all in any way. So anyway, I'll catch you all later. I'm out. But make sure you guys, like I said, if the markets continue to crash this upcoming week, I mean, these are opportunities, and I just don't want you to miss out on opportunities just because stupid CNBC and Fox Business tell you otherwise, because it's always a buying opportunity when you can get into indices, okay? So buying dips, baby. Buy the dip, it makes you flip. Now, this is not financial advice. Obviously, talk to a financial advisor before, doing anything. It shouldn't even be construed as financial advice. This is just how I live my life, and this is all for educational purposes. But I want to thank you guys for your time. I'm going to end the stream now. Later, guys.